Man United takeover is imminent. We're hearing the Qatari bid is the one that's taken over. It's the one that's going to be accepted, and it's the one that is going to go through. Hallelujah, man. We can't.
I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of suffering. Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Somebody smell like shit! Somebody smell like shit! Wait! Somebody smell like shit! No! Somebody smell like shit! What the fuck? Dude, like, come on, be real.
You came to get a drink, man, for boys.
Fucking drink. Who are you, bro? Yo, dog.
Home free! Home free! Home free, nigga! Let go! Let go! That bit my tape, boy. You big, boy.
Nigga, they doing push-ups.
Boy, I see you, boy.
No, that ain't right.
That little Ray.
Man, this ain't right.
That little Ray.
Hey, right. What the fuck, man?
That little Ray.
Hey.
That little Ray.
I love you, boy.
God,
Hey, Ray got big as fuck, man.
Hey, Ray cold on the field,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Hey,
Cold.
Demon home, too, pussy. Demon home.
Hey, cuz, are you still rapping? Got you.
Nigga try to fuck me in. Nigga try to fuck me out. Nigga try to fuck me in. Nigga try to fuck me out.
We are live for another episode of Big Six Pants on what in the stink fest was that? Oh my days. Oh my days. Now, there's conversations. So many conversations. But before we have these conversations, big up everyone who is tuned in right now. There's 50 people in the house, nice and early. So make sure on your way in that you are slapping the like button. It's the thumbs up button. Should be below or over there by the chat if you close the chat if you're on PC. But make sure we get to about 120 likes for today's match reaction. Thank you so much, guys, for 9.7k. That was hit today earlier on. So I appreciate that. So big up to everyone in the community supporting the channel and whatnot. Of course, the ticker below shows that now we are on the road to 10k, of course. So 9.8k is our next target. And of course, 10k, the big one, the big 5-figure target that we're on the road to, man. So you lot, yeah, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to 9.8k, man. Let's do that. Now, I'll be real. Hey, there's a lot of conversations. A lot of conversations.
Declan.
I don't know where to start, man. I genuinely don't know where to start. I feel like Trent is probably one of the first things to start on. I'll be honest.
I think we should do the positive first. Let's talk about the defense is good, Pickford's good, and then
Gahey.
Then we move on to the issues.
Then we'll move on to. You're right, Corey. Then we should move on to
those
kind of
defense. I don't even think the defense. For me, Walker gave the ball away 100 times. Playing out of the back. John Stones gave the ball away playing out from the back. Like these man, yes, defensively, Gahey was good. He also had a few baggy touches. He also gave the ball away, which could have led to a goal. Yes, he made up for it. To be fair, I think Pickford was good. Pickford's always good for England, though. Realistically,
nothing from the goal. I hear it.
Yeah. That bro, it kissed the post. You know the one that kissed. Mwah! You know when it kisses, when it hits the post, and you can't stop. You don't stop those in it. Genuinely, you don't stop those in it. Yeah, we're not gonna. You know what I'm saying? But I listen. I feel like we have to address the elephants in the room, and it's the England midfield. The England midfield got, bro. It wasn't just men against boys. I don't know what it was in it. It was superheroes against fetuses. I don't know how to golf the size and quality that we saw today. Trent, out of it, I didn't see anything from Trent. No interceptions, I saw like one long ball completed. I didn't see nothing. Jude was running around, kicking people.
I played the whole 90. Let me know why.
Bro, he ran around kicking people, and you know when you like he ran around kicking people. Run around kicking people, like when you feel like the passion thing will get you through everything. Not today. And then here's this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. I wanted to save it till Casey got here, but Declan Rice was fighting for his life today. He was fighting for his life. Fighting for his life.
Performance.
Oh my. And Gallagher came on just to tread water. Because he was shit and all. By the way, Casey's on his way, innit? Casey is on his way. So there will be an Arsenal bet. And that's common. Yeah, that's calm. Jump back in when you can. Yes. Let's start with Trent, innit? Let's start with Trent, and then we'll move on. We'll do Rice last because
I'm surprised you got no excuses though. Like normally you got a little.
No, bro. Don't get me wrong. I feel like there's an excuse for all three midfielders in the sense that for me, for Rice, I feel like he felt like he had to do a lot more than he should have done in it. If that makes sense in it, like he's driving into spaces, I think, because he feels like he has to do it, kind of thing in it. Even though that's a dead excuse in it. It's a very dead excuse. But I feel like Rice at times didn't have many options. The thing with Trent is that he was keeping the thing is with Trent, you need to take risks because you're a midfielder who specializes in long balls through the lines. And apart from that, through the lines past to Saka in the first half where he got clamped by I don't know who he got clamped by. He got clamped in it, but it was a good ball. I didn't see him take any risks. He just played so safe. Like it was mad safe, bro. The safety was on 10-10, fam.
You know what? You
have a point to prove, bro.
Let's just say it as it is, Montel. Trent is a midfield's fucking shit. Now, I think Ornisla should be looking at that game and thinking, now this could possibly go wrong in my midfield. You should be looking at a midfielder if you want to get one.
I think that's false. I think that's false. Because
I think the best of Trent is he is world class as a right back. World class. And I've been saying that he is world class as a right back. Do not put a world class player out their position to play midfield. He is not a midfielder. Stop playing him there. That's done. He's
starting in the midfield.
I agree, Corey. I agree. He's a right back with midfield traits. I've been saying this to be I've been saying this for time. But what I would say, Corey, is that for me, I feel like Trent can function because, by the way, Trent has played midfield for Liverpool this season. By the way, he's played midfield for Liverpool. But the difference is, I feel like if you play Trent in midfield in Southgate's system, when Trent already isn't a comfortable midfielder, you're just dashing him out there to drown, in my opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially again, and even I don't know if you agree with this, bro. If you're gonna play someone like Trent in midfield, you need to play Watkins, a Rashford, a Sterling.
Do
you get it?
Yeah, that's it. But I'll be real. I saw he tried to play the switch ball a few times. It didn't work out. He tried to play.
He didn't try it at all. He played one pass to Saka where he nearly scored the header.
But the reality is, like you said, you need willing runners. Yard pass. Lucky we weren't playing a pressing team today because he would have been exposed.
No, that's the thing. He again with Liverpool, you have Darwin, you have all these man just off. Man are just the second Trent gets the ball, man are off. With England, it's very much players running inwards. So for me, Trent playing midfield, it can't happen for England. Play him right back or drop him, bro. Play him right back or don't play him at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Trent as a general midfielder is shit. I think he's a better right back than a midfielder. But in slot system, he can't, if slot system is anything like Southgate's, that man can't forget the whole idea of playing Trent in midfield for me.
Holberg and Humlin do a thing.
No. Humlin won the league with Sporting, bro. He won the league with Sporting.
He's decent.
That's great. But I've got 100 million man Declan Rice in the midfield. I also have Foden, that's a generational talent. And then Not to mention, I have a world-class right back playing midfield that's a Champions League winner and a Premier League winner. How the hell have you let Højbjerg?
The real criminal is South because man is making world-class players look shit. Yeah, like live. I'm seeing Kane getting hooked. I'm seeing Saka. Saka was decent, getting hooked. I'm seeing flipping Bellingham still on the pitch. I'm onto Southgate. It's differently, bro.
It is sickening. It's absolutely sickening.
Too much.
You know what you need?
No, I hear it.
You need Kobe Mainu. I'm gonna say it. You need Kobe Mainu in that midfield. Chill. Bro.
No, he's right. No. I think we needed a Kobe Mainu.
Be honest. You need Kobe in that midfield.
You need Rice. You need Foden, and you need Bellingham. That's
no, you don't. No, you don't.
And you need Gordon
Bellingham can't play 8 and he can't play 6. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. He can't.
Of course he can play 8. Why can't he play 8?
No, because he's not. Because he hasn't got the passing capability for that. I'm so sorry. He's not. He's a box crasher. He crashes the box. He's a box crasher. That's where he thrives. When he crashes the box. That is where Jude thrives. I don't want to hear anything about.
He can play 8 as well. He can do the box to box thing.
Maybe, but I'd rather see him a bit more pushed forward. If I'm being honest. Yeah. In my personal opinion, you either play Foden or you play Jude. You don't play.
He played there today and done nothing. He played the most advanced midfielder and done nothing.
This is my issue. You don't play both, bro. I don't want. I don't want to see both being played. You need to play either Declan Rice and Mainu, or I personally think that's it, because Gallagher's not pushing it for me. I'll be honest. He's not pushing it for me.
I think I agree with what Ethan said. I think it has to be Rice and Bellingham, because Bellingham can do a bit of everything. He can progress with the ball, he can shoot, he can link up, he can be combative. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he needs to be besides Declan Rice.
I think
it can be if it's Mainu, I still think Foden should then Bellingham gets dropped. It's about who you want to drop, Foden or Bellingham. And if you don't want to drop both of them, then Bellingham has to be the 8, and let Foden be the 10.
It's every. As I said, so we've spoken on the Trent thing, innit? Me, I'm all for play him at right back or don't play him at all, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Bellingham now. Let's move on to Bellingham, innit? Yeah, as we were already speaking. Let's move on to Bellingham. I'll be honest, yeah. You see the bully boy bulldog thing. Like, bro, Bellingham, if Gallagher played like Bellingham today and he started, man would be calling him Draco Malfoy, innit? Man will doing the Draco Malfoy thing. Do you get it? They'll be doing up the Draco Malfoy thing, 10 points to Slytherin, bro. That's what we'd be doing today.
That's what's my way, man. But the over exaggeration, and I feel like today pissed me off a lot.
Yeah, bro.
I played hard last game. He definitely deserved it.
He did.
But when you're playing crap, I'm seeing. I can't like Saka's getting hooked before Jude. Like what's going on,
bro? It's Saka's the easy thing to. Today you made a bold decision when you took off Kane. That's what the press is going with. That you made a bold decision. What, to take off someone when they're stinking? Like, bro, for me, that's another player we need to talk about. Kane. Yeah, he got his goal. But
Casey, slow your roll.
Because that was a stinker.
We'll finish the Bellingham section.
We can talk about Rice.
Hold on. We'll finish the Bellingham section. Before we do you lot, there's 160 people in here, so please make sure you're smashing the like button. There's actually only 39 likes. There's only 39 likes. So you lot, come on, you lot. The aim today is 125. So let's 100%. Get there ASAP.
Smash it, because there's going to be some cold hard truths today. Cold hard truths about some of these players. Some of these players.
Obviously, we're definitely hard truths on the players, but another thing as well, as Ethan said, Southgate is still the main culprit out of. He's the main culprit out of all of this.
Yeah, but Montel, sometimes as a player, and we've seen it with the best players. sometimes you take the game into your own hands, bro. Do something. We praise these players, Montel, when they do that and it pulls off. Even sometimes when it's not, we're like, I can see this player was trying to make it work, trying to do something because the game was getting stale, we was losing it, and we needed a spark from somewhere. Bro, all it takes is for someone to take a risk, Montel, and that gives the team confidence to start playing. That's all it takes, bro. No one wanted to step up, and that's what I want to talk about. Cool, we could talk about Southgate, tactics this, tactics that. It's a bit boring. It's a bit boring. It's not going to change until we get a new guy. Let's talk about these players.
They were playing with the strength of the system.
Because Ollie Watkins, like that, they said, Ollie Watkins came on, and Montel, man's turning defenders. Montel, all he done was turn and run. That's it, bro. And look how good he looks, Montel.
Bro, when I said take Rashford, man, them called me fucking crazy. When I said take Sterling, they called me crazy. How about this? Maddison would have been better than all three of those midfielders today. I'll tell you that for free. Eze look, come on and look decent. I'm telling you for free. So it's all that matters, chat, wasn't as mad as what people said it was. Because I don't, for me, because when people said man could do the half turn, no, because what we needed
all the players that you named. Yeah, that's it, Montel. All the players you named are risk takers. Watkins, risk taker. Eze, risk taker. These man, even Mainu when he came on would have been a risk taker. No, because we didn't, because obviously we're talking about forward players, attacking players. Mainu's not an attacking player, but I feel like Mainu would have taken risk in the sense that he would have in these half spaces, he would have maybe tried to turn. He would have maybe tried to make that first time pass. I don't know. He would have been, but I feel like Mainu would have tried to do something in the midfield. So, but Palmer as well. Palmer, another player that could have come on and risk taking, bro. We needed someone to come and take risks. We needed it. And when he brought them on, you saw the difference. Watkins, turning defenders, asking them different questions. Bro, all Kane done was the same old coming short. And this time it was even worse. Man's coming in short, but he's doing it slow, Montel. There's no sharpness. There's no running in like, so now the defense are thinking who's but man's just labouring in and they're thinking, bro, let him go. We'll keep our line, keep our defensive line. There's no wingers, stretching us at all. The wingers are pushed back. He's dropping back. Let's just sit, bro. Let's just wait for them to do the same again.
I agree, but
bro,
just on
pathetic,
the midfield,
fam. I'm sorry, Kane, like he's great, but he needs to do more, mums.
Yeah, I agree. Montel, I just want to say one thing. On the midfield, yeah, for me today, there was no forward passing.
Yeah, none.
Rice. We was told with Rice makes forward passing. We didn't see that.
Corey, pause on Rice.
We never saw that.
Pause on Rice. We're trying to do things in order. We're trying to do things in order.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Slow your rolls, bro.
He's gonna have his time.
Slow your rolls, bro. Rice is gonna get his segment, bro. He's gonna get his segment.
Until we could talk about the Rashfords and the Madders and all the people they didn't bring. Man had Cole Palmer with no involvement at all. Even what Casey said, the difference.
Gordon.
Man has it on the bench. He could summon it at any time, cool it off. The guy had got the most
Gordon's sitting there thinking, bro, Gordon must be sitting there thinking, I had not a blinder of a season, but I've had a great season. Yeah. I'm watching the left side and tell me what is happening. Over the 180 minutes I've watched of England, there has been zero threat down that left wing. Zero threat. I don't want to hear tidy passes. I don't want to hear little tiki-taka on the left. I want to see some action, some threat. There ain't no threat coming down that left at all, bro. I can't remember a time Foden's done something that I've literally remembered. Like, man's just drifting through these games, bro.
I'll say it from now.
It's not good enough.
I'll say it from now, yeah. I'll be honest, like Bellingham, yeah. Like, I don't think Bellingham's as bad as what some people make it out to be. Like, he's not as bad as what Rant says he is. Rant says he's a bum and he's a centre back and he shouldn't be playing. Like, Rant goes too far with it. But what I would say is that the glaze, what he's spot on about is the glazing. BBC tweeted Harry Kane's goal and they tweeted Jude. They put a cam on Jude Bellingham going over to celebrate with Kyle Walker for making the ground up and cutting it out. And they were saying, look at Jude for going over and celebrating with Kyle Walker. It's getting silly. It's getting silly. You man are glazing up, man, to make him seem overrated. So whenever he does anything good, it's diluted. Stop making a rod for these players' backs and doing the most on the media darling thing. Like, doing too much on the media darling thing, bro. too much. And anyway, let's move on from Bellingham for now. Declan Rice. That man was fighting for his life today. He was fighting for his life. Oh my God. Like,
I'm going to put it down to the system. I'm going to put it down to the system why he was fucking shit.
No, Corey. This man, no, Corey, because we're not giving anyone. Hold on, Corey. We're not giving Kane that excuse. We're not giving Foden that excuse. We're not giving Trent that excuse. So
you know what, Montel, you know what? You're right, because he's the best mid. He's better than. Well, he's on par with Rodri. He's on par with Rodri, and big players like that should be shining. For me, he didn't shine.
It's not even that.
Me,
just don't give him a pass. Corey, don't give him excuses. We didn't say that for Trent. We didn't say that for Kane. We didn't say it for Kane. We didn't say it for Trent. We didn't say for Foden. He's getting the same smoke that everyone else is getting.
I agree, bro. Today he was well below par. Yeah, bro. And we praise him. We praise him as a player that is very calm in these situations. Huh?
This is what we're told, isn't it?
This is what we're told.
What
did you say?
I said on par with Rodri. This is what we're told.
Somebody smell like shit.
Bro,
yes.
I'm not gonna have that. I'm not gonna go into the Premier that whole Rice Rodri discussion today. We're just gonna talk about Rice for England, isn't it? So for England, bro, he had a poor performance today. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the whole midfield after I don't know what happened after they scored, but the midfield, no one could hold a pass together. There was no. I would go back to the spark thing. There was no spark like in that team for anyone to do anything. It just seems that people were wanting the game, the time to tick down and just to get out the game, and it showed in the performance today. He didn't play well. You know, there wasn't those driving runs. There wasn't any of that. There wasn't. I can remember any like. You know, mad passes. Cool, he switched the play a few times, but it was to a man that's in acres of space. It's not really, you know, it wasn't effective. You know, they went out wide and it probably went back to the left back, and then we were recycling it again. So it didn't really do anything. So yeah, no, he didn't have his best performance today at all by any means.
No, not that he didn't have it, bro. You're not gonna like, bro. Casey, I know it's your boy. I had to say this in my boy. I had to say it, bro. I had to say it. It was ugly, bro. It was fugly. It was funky.
Yeah,
bro.
no, I'm telling you, you can grill him, innit? You can grill him. Like,
I'm not gonna before you came, I had to sit here and grill Trent. It is stiff, bro. And the worst thing was when he started to fight the ref.
For me, those players, the reason I give more stick to those players is because they're the players I'm looking at for the spark, for that bit of schnaz. You know what I mean?
You're not talking about a spark coming though. We're talking the basics. We're not talking about Rice for a spark. Rice didn't provide the basics, bro. He didn't provide the basics. He was passing off the pitch. He was, you know, that same thing that you man always say he does, all the driving runs that he does. The driving runs in them thing. The man was running into dark alleys, bro. Running into dark alleys and just losing the ball and getting clamped by three man. These man spinning it off. And now Rice is out of position. Out of position, bro. Now I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That for me, and because remember, I rate Rice highly in it. Yeah. So, and it's the same thing with like guys like Foden and that. I rate these guys very highly, and that's why Brunelli's in the dark right now. That's why he's in the dark right now. Because Rice was in the sunken place, bro. That brother, bro, he was bullet Rice today. He weren't bad Matty Rice today, bro. My thing is that he even started trying to fight the ref, bro. That's right. Man was all trying to beef the ref. You know when man get outplayed. By the way, big up Lee for coming on, brother. Big up Lee for jumping on.
Today it was a poor performance.
This is probably the worst England performance I've seen. Personally,
Montel, I'm watching. Yeah, go on, Montel. I'm watching that, Montel, and I'm thinking, with these players, I can't think it's not a tactical issue. But I don't want to get into that because I'm looking at these players like Palmer. People were getting onto Chelsea.
It's both, isn't it?
and Palmer stepped up and kind of made his own thing. Like he made his own tactics almost. He made the team. He forced the team to have to play his way because he decided to do something. Now that's obviously an extreme example, but there's many players that do it for their clubs. Eze does it for his. You know, Declan Rice does it for his. Saka does it for his. Trent does it for his. Like all of these players can do it for their teams, but not a single player is doing it for their country. I don't get it, bro. Saka was the only one today. I'm not even saying he had a great performance. He was okay, good, like between okay and good. But bro, that's not good enough, bro.
Nah,
I'm looking for like
Casey. This just amplifies like when people say club systems and international systems are just different, bro. Bro, there's 5 to 6 arguably world-class players within that squad, or players that have had brilliant seasons,
world-class levels, like
and are looking crap. Like that's not because they're crap. It's because of the system.
So this begs the question. This one's for the chat, yeah. So you lot, I don't want to hear live stories. I just want to see one word typings. Do you lot blame Southgate more or the players more? Personally, I do think it's both. But which side do you lean on in the chat? Is it more Southgate's problem or is it more the players' problem?
Players.
Let me know in the chat. For Southgate or players? Southgate or players? No life stories. Southgate or players? Man, what do you think?
It's players, bro. It's the players.
But how can it be?
I'm saying Southgate. So there's no way I've watched. There's no way I've watched Declan Rice do what he's done the whole entire season. This whole season, I've never seen Declan Rice drop a stinker like this.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Let's not even do that. We can do that. We can do that. But let's talk about the player of the season. Yeah, let's talk about the player of the season. Somebody who I'm looking at, I'm like, bro, like my man's passing success rate. I don't even know what it is. You can't put that performance or those two performances on the player, so on the manager. So you can't. You have to look at the player on Foden.
Bro, commonly you're better than that, man.
Foden has
been the player of the year.
He got what do you mean? He got awarded the player of the year, bro. What are you talking about?
Exactly. So you think he's just suddenly playing dead?
Bro, so that's what I'm trying to say to you, bro.
This is it. He shouldn't be. But what I'm not seeing is cool. In this England system, he's not getting the same time, space as you do in City.
What I'm saying though.
Come on, bro. It's obvious why.
He's
under the best manager.
What you're missing, what I'm trying to say is the manager has sent him. Let's just say, the manager sent you out and he's put players in compromising positions and they ain't performing to the level that they should be performing to. Cool. Yeah. But the manager doesn't ask you to misplace 5-yard passes. The manager doesn't ask you to not play players in. I saw a chance where Kane could have been slotted in today, and my man Foden shot from outside the box. I don't think you can put a manager in a position to say, well, you are to blame when certain man's decision making, which has got nothing to do with tactics, is going out the window. Now let's move to Declan Rice. Stinky performance. You can't put that on the manager. Let's look at Gay on that stupid mistake he did at the end. You can't put that on the manager. Let's look at
you guys have arguably the second best, third best tactical manager in the Prem. You man see week in, week out what a good system does, and players, bro. Look at Saka's link up with Odegaard and Ben White. Yeah, how effective is that for you, man?
But the joke is though, Ethan. The joke is, I'm trying to be real, and bro, some of these England players aren't that good. And when we all have our agendas, you know what?
Hold on, Lee. So is Rice not that good?
No, hold on. I was just about to say, maybe Arsenal fans, maybe Chelsea fans, and maybe Man United fans need to look at some of their players and be a bit more realistic. Maybe Arsenal fans need to be real. Hold on. Maybe Arsenal fans need to be real and say, do you know what? Maybe we really are seeing that Rice isn't a 6.
Lee,
maybe that's what it is.
You just go to show we need football back because it's nothing. Listen, Eva, I'm being so deadly serious. Yeah, it's nothing to do with like we're missing football, bro. You look at Trent. Yeah, look at Trent. Liverpool fans have been screaming, "Put him in midfield. Put him in midfield." They get their wish. They get a dummy test run.
brother. You can't put a midfield, you can't put a right back in the position of put him in a midfield when he hasn't got the heart to track back and defend. Being a midfield, and you know what gets me annoyed? When I was younger, I played midfield. I then moved back to centre back because I found it easier. It was just an easy position for me to play. Brother, you have to have the heart and the spatial awareness. You have to have the defensive nous to be a midfielder. And when you see people just saying, yeah, put him in there, he can drop this, he can do that. Brother, you can't just allow somebody to dictate where they want to play because they feel that's the right position for them.
No, it was Carragher. It was Carragher.
Trent,
blame
listen,
Carragher.
Trent, unfortunately, he's going to go down as a conundrum rather than a generational player because he's got this thing where, and I'm being so real, he's got this thing where, bro, I'm being dead serious. If he put in an F2 passing clinic and that was his forte for the next 5-10 years and not playing football, but it would be cool because his football ability is second to none, but his actual game understanding is poor. It's so poor. And when you look at him,
it's not his game understanding,
bro. I'm telling you, when you defensively, he cannot pick up reads. He cannot pick up positions.
All right, but then leave again. We can't choose them because leave. Walker has been spun, made mistakes, given the ball away. Walker has been treated like a Beyblade for the last 2 games. He's been spun. He's given the ball away under no pressure, time and time again for England in the last. And it's even in the friendlies, bro. Even in the friendlies.
You know what it is, though, Munch. You know what it is, though, Munch. And again, it's not a cop out. But we look at Walker and he's 34 years old. If we were comparing, hold on. We look at Walker. Hold on. My issue is look, Walker's been poor. I'm not disputing that. But if we were comparing a 24-year-old Walker compared to a 24-year-old,
it'd be worse. Because Walker started getting good later on defensively. Walker defensively
you're right. But what I'm saying, you're right under Poch. But I'm saying if they were the same players that they were now under their managers at the same age, we would be looking at a Reece James. We would be looking at somebody who is an all-round better player. We wouldn't be looking at any of these 2 players. We wouldn't be looking at Trent to play right back. We wouldn't be looking at Kyle Walker to play right back because James would be the overall right back. He's the best overall. So what I'm trying to say to you is, he's
the most balanced overall, bro. He's just the most balanced.
So he's the best. He's the better.
Balance doesn't mean the best because the generational right backs in the world that we talk about over the last 30, 40 years, again, have been the guys that are better going forward. I like Reece James, and I prefer Reece James for England as well. I think Reece James should start for England. For me, I agree. But balance doesn't mean better. Because that's not what history's told us.
That's
not what history's told us.
Yeah. Hold on. With world-class defenses, and you got to think when you look at all these players, Dani Alves, Cafu, whoever else you're
Marcelo, all better going forward and going back. By
these guys could defend. You know, these guys could one-on-one D up. Pools.
No. These guys were all better. These guys were all better going forward. Bro, the names you just mentioned, those guys were better going forward, going back.
But they were good defenders.
Danny Alves did not start off well defensively.
My point is, though, no, Munch, you're missing it. These were good defenders. They were defenders first, but excellent fullbacks.
Marcelo was not a defender first. Marcelo was not a defender first, and that was Dani Alves when he was
you're taking what you want from it, though. You're taking what you want from it.
Bro, Dani Alves at Sevilla and Marcelo in his younger years was not neither of them were defenders first.
But you're acting like these men couldn't be up, bro. You're acting like these men couldn't defend. These men could defend to the highest
level.
Huh? Would you say
Dani Alves more so than Marcelo? I don't know about Marcelo too tough.
Bro, Marcelo was Marcelo was basically a winner.
Yeah, he was.
Bro.
He was a bit tapped defensively.
Bro,
but it's Lee. I call like you're talking
defensive, bro.
Like I feel like you're missing football, club level football, because
bro, I'm sorry. When you look at Trent, and Trent's not for me, the reason why it's hard to give Trent any flack is because the manager's hanging him out to dry 100%. Yeah, but it's a double-edged sword because Trent's putting out stinky performances. Trent is absolutely stinking out there. He's stinking at the gap. But it is a structural thing, yes.
Because he's a system player. That's facts. And when you utilize Trent, he's the type of player you can build a system around because he's that good at what he does. Yeah. But when man's getting like Rice is kind of getting exposed in a sense where he's kind of doing the DM thing by himself.
Nah, bro, he's £100 million DM, Ethan. This is what I mean by holding people responsible,
Exactly.
bro. Let's hope he. Because look, because do you know what? And I put out a tweet today, and it's getting a lot of. I'm getting a lot of stick and a lot of like it's mixed. It's splitting decisions at the moment, isn't it? I said, bro, how can we have three midfielders in Bellingham, Rice, and Foden? Yeah, sorry, Bellingham, Rice, and Trent. Yeah, and the person they've all stunk. All three of them were dross today. But people are looking at Trent to blame. The guy who's actually not supposed to be a midfielder, but the guy who's a generational midfielder for Madrid, and the guy who is £100 million the guy who gets compared to Rodri, why does the blame not fall as much on them who are used to this? You are playing Denmark.
Wait.
Not France.
If by that logic, hold on. I'm gonna kill you.
Let me land. Trent is liable. Trent is liable to get stick. Do you get it? I believe Trent is liable to hold the stick. But for me, the fact that Trent's the loudest mouth in everyone's name, when you have £100 DM over there and you have Jude Bellingham, Golden Boy, Ballon d'Or nominee, it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, hold on.
Let me cook. Because I saw Rice try to beat the ref because he couldn't retain the ball for more than 4 seconds today. I didn't see it. Not once. He ran into dark alleys all game. He couldn't do the simple things, let alone pass forward, which people have been talking about all season. Now, Jude Bellingham has run around like a headless chicken, and if Gallagher done that, they'll be calling him Jacob Malfoy. I've already said if Gallagher did what Bellingham was doing today, he would have got crucified. They would have hung him out to dry today. Yeah, hung him out to dry. Kyle Walker giving away balls, under no pressure, just passing the ball to the other team. Just giving them man the ball. Foden.
Nah. I'm sorry.
But the first name in you lot's mouth is the guy who doesn't even play midfield.
No! We are not doing this today. No, we are not doing this today. No, we are not doing this today. We are not doing this today. No.
All I'm saying is have the same energy.
Montel, you sat here and told me before stream, I didn't even know you said it, but you sat here and told me Trent's a better midfielder than Bruno. Bro, let me
Hold on. If we go by that rhetoric, yeah, you're trying to say, oh, because Rice is compared to Rodri, why are we not holding him to a certain level? But we say Trent is generational. So why don't we hold him to that level? Why do we not hold him to that standard? If we hold on. But you know what? Let me not even make Trent the butt of all jokes right now. Let's talk about Philip. What do they call him? Philip Walter Foden. That's what they call him, right? This is what I'm trying to say. They call this guy the best centre mid, attacking mid, left mid, right mid, whatever. He does this, he does that, everything. The fact that he's got player of the season, he saved Man City's season. Why are the shoulders not heavy for him? Why is it that now again we're going to a £100 million player who had a fantastic season, as well as so did Foden. So for me, if you're going to go off the angle of Rice not being able to do this, not being able to do that, we're talking about a generational that transcends anything to do about comparing him to one of the best players in his position in the world. That transcends anything to do with a world-class player. That means that this guy should be the person that is saving England. That means that this guy should be the one that is levels above. Generational. What does that word mean to you? Generational means there is nobody other than the absolute elites in football that can be chatting to him. So not world class, not over a period of time, not bro, we're talking about the likes of Iron Robin or whatever it is. We're talking, bro. What is this here, bro? Like or whoever it is. We're talking about the greats, bro. We're talking about Muller, bro. We're talking about all of these over a long period of time. And now you want to talk about Rice, bro. So if you're going to talk about that, we must make sure we talk about the right people, because you can't do that. We can't do that, man.
I'll be honest, Montel. Yeah, I think Trent is absolutely ridiculous at right back. Yeah. So if Liverpool fans or some other fans are saying he's generational, why is he not playing in this position,
bro?
He must. Like he needs to play in this position.
That's because that's a Southgate. That's a basic Corey. That's a Southgate thing.
Like
that's
for me, no. Because if I
hold on. No.
You remember saying he's playing midfield next season for Liverpool?
Hold on.
I don't agree. Corey, I don't agree with that. I believe. You know what? I don't agree. I said. I've always said Liverpool won everything with Trent at right back. We won everything with him at right back. We even won with him at right back this year. As just gone.
Can't play midfield.
We challenged for the title. We challenged for the title with Trent at right back.
The joke of it.
We have never seen Liverpool. We've never seen Trent play centre mid for a long period of time and been successful.
So Montel, that's true. That's true. No, Casey, let me finish. So why the fuck would you say he's better than Bruno?
Because I think Bruno's that shit. Because I think Bruno is not that good.
He's not. And this is my issue. Yeah, for you to say something like that, and then to watch Trent play midfield for 180 minutes, drop 2 absolute stinkers, and then to also hear, maybe not from you, but from the Liverpool fan base, that they're looking to play Trent in the midfield for next season. This is why I said he should be watching that game and thinking, bro, I need to get a midfielder, because if Trent's playing midfield, I don't know what's going to happen right now. It's not looking good. You might need to go look at a midfielder on Corey.
Corey, I'll explain the Bruno thing. I don't believe Bruno's a midfielder. I believe he's a second striker. Yeah, I've said that many times, and I'll say it again. I don't believe Bruno is like an 8/ he plays. For me, he's a second striker, isn't it? And I believe as a midfielder, I think Bruno's crap. So that's my opinion on Bruno. Yeah, I don't think he excels much. I think he's crap. He's got ability, you don't utilize it. That's why I said that. Yeah, if you don't agree with that, that's fine. Also, what I'm trying to say is that, Corey, I agree. Trent should either play inverted right back or traditional right back, and you balance out the other side by playing someone defensive on the other side, and you utilize his abilities going forward. Because Trent, for me, defensively isn't as bad as everyone says. He's just not he's not a great defender. He's just okay. That's my opinion on Trent. Now, what I'm saying is, Corey, is that, again, and I didn't read out the super chat, by the way. I thought Arsenal would give him more money for Rice, bro. We can call out many players. Many players. As I said, Brunelli was spot on about Foden. Spot on a lot of the things he was saying in terms of the things that people were saying about Ballon d'Or, this, that, taking the helm from KDB. The things we were saying about Declan Rice on the par with Rodri. There's all of this stuff here. Like we were lucky to
kids as well.
We were lucky to get Rice, bro. At the end of the day, like what Ethan said, but for someone to make all of these players look this bad is scary. It's scary.
For me, I do blame Southgate. I do blame Southgate, but there's also accountability that needs to be taken from these players, because there is no way that you can have so much talent in that team and not produce anything. Yeah, for me, Declan Rice and Trent, that midfield doesn't work. But also up top, Kane, and I've said this before, and I'll always say this with Harry Kane. You are a striker. For me, traditionally, I like my strikers in the box, especially when crosses are coming in, or especially when my wingers are looking to do something. You stay in the box. I do not want to see you. I got so frustrated. It was like 80th minute. It was like 80th minute. Exactly. Where did he score? Because he sat in the fucking box. He sat in the box. That's why
he didn't really get much chances. The ball was
really. But why?
Ethan, let's not.
Because he wasn't in the box.
Let's not be.
Hold on. Let me read this super chat. Let me read this.
Go on, read this.
Hold on.
I want to say something.
Hold on. Super chat. Hold on. Big up Edward the super chat. He goes, blame Shitgate The selection stank. The tactics stank. He has midfielders/forwards who want the ball to feet and don't run in behind while playing counter attack and long ball. Big up, Ed. That's a very yeah. You're onto something.
Can I ask you man a question? Yeah, because what we like to do is we like to do this thing. If you man are told to sit there, do not move until I tell you to, but you see a fire 2 yards from you, are you gonna sit there? Are you gonna take initiative and actually put the fire out? These man,
and this is my point. And this is my point why I blame the players, Lee. This is the point, because I'm looking who's even trying. Because even if he tried and was shit,
no, Casey, but Bellingham tries any shit. Gallagher tries any shit.
No, when I say try, I don't mean run around, make tackles, and do what you should do as a footballer. I'm talking about trying to make something happen. Be that risk taker. No one was doing that.
Okay, but Foden did. No. We said no. Foden stunk, but Foden did do that. He came in the middle of the park, took on 2-3 players, and tried to do it himself.
When he came into the middle of the park where he should be, not out left. Doing bullshit.
Right. So why are we getting onto Foden then? Because that's what Foden done.
No, because
well, let me finish and then I'll
I just think when you look at certain players, I just look at them and say, look, you have to sometimes try and take the mantle. You have to do something different. You have to try and create a bit of chaos, not in like just running around, but actually create chaos in terms of moving out of position, moving into a position to try and, negate whatever the opposition are doing. When I look at this England team, I look at players that look very structured, that don't seem to have any idea. Okay, fine, the tactics and the whatever setups is poor, but 110%. You can't put it on the manager and say this guy's this and this guy's that, because bro, when you look at the passing, when you look at the what they do for their clubs and now what they're doing for in the international games, bro, it's chalk and cheese. So we can talk about all of these things, but I want the basics. And if you can't even do the basics, we can't expect you to do anything more. So I just honestly look at it and I'll be like, bro, I just think it's stinky. I think it's stinky all the way around. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know, man. I'm more on the tactics side. I think Ed was spot on with his super chat. Like spot on, absolutely spot on. Like you're playing a system for players to run in behind that suits players like Rashford, that suits players like Sterling. Yeah, but you're then playing
even Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon, Rashford, Sterling, Watkins, all of them man that like to run. That's the system Southgate plays. But at the same time, how can you play a system for those guys, but then you're playing the guys who want the ball to feet, i.e. Saka, i.e. Foden, i.e. Kane, i.e. Jude, all these guys who want the ball to feet. If you want the ball to feet, play possession ball. Play possession football and play like Spain.
But then even then, Kane has to be in the box.
Of course.
He has to be in the box.
Of course. Of course.
For me, he needs to add more to his game. He's lost pace, yeah. And this is not just a Kane slander thing, because we can talk about a lot of players, but I just want to talk about the captain and what he can do more, because he's ultimately going to lead us to the trophy, bro. If Kane has a good tournament, we have a good tournament. So for me, Kane he's lost pace, innit? He's not as quick as he used to be. He's lost a yard or a yard and two, whatever. Yeah. He needs to change his game. Today he was so lackluster in terms of just coming to the ball. Cool, he likes to come deep, but he's not coming deep with any intent. It just looked like he was coming deep for coming deep's sake. Like he was just coming.
You got
pause. But like, man's just like
Casey and Kez are going to understand it exactly what I'm going to about to say. Arsenal fans constantly get told we overrate our players. We have no world-class players. We shouldn't compare this player to that player. So hold on a second. When we asked the players that are world-class, apparently your Phil Fodens, when we ask the players that are generational, the likes of Trent, to step up, rise. When we say that the player who scored 500 million goals but has no trophies in Harry Kane, the captain, can you please step up? This is the time that I want you to do something. We can't talk about these players that are Arsenal rate. We can't talk about the players that Arsenal big up and put on a pedestal. So don't now use them as the barometer. Don't ask them to step up because they're not the players that you should be leveraging.
But Rice is the best CM in the world, apparently. So you're wrong.
No, but exactly, Munch. You're proving. Yeah,
and he was one of the worst today.
Munch, you're proving my point. So we shouldn't talk about Arsenal. Shouldn't talk about these. Don't rely on these players because they're not the barometer. They're not the players that we.
No one said Rice is the barometer. So now you said he's the barometer.
So now, I want not, but it's universal. It's universal that Foden is the new Messiah. Harry Kane is the world's best striker, and then we talk about Phil Foden, who's the next coming of
the league. You man said Declan Rice is on par with Rodri.
That's I think Gunali's point is Arsenal.
Also said Saka. You man also said Saka little chilly. There ain't no one better.
But that's what we're saying.
Yeah, Corey.
I'm saying Arsenal fans get told that we shouldn't talk about these players in this position. So now, when we're in the position where you need us, don't ask for us. I want you to talk about the players that are the players that are the renowned, the likes of Trent, who's generational, the likes of Harry Kane, who's the world's best striker, the likes of Bellingham, who's golden boy. He's not the golden boy. He's not the Saka's not the poster boy. It's Bellingham. I want you to talk about these players. I want you to talk about John Stone, who is the best central. Where did I see that video? John Stones is the best central defender ever that's played for England. I want you to talk about these players, not Arsenal players, sorry, because we're not the standard of us as of yet. We've won nothing. We shouldn't be the ones.
I disagree with that because ultimately our players, like whether they want to chat or not or disagree in that, our players are there. Declan Rice for me is definitely one of the top three in his position. Saka, we know what he's about. Yeah. So these players, whether they like it or not, I'm gonna put them on that pedestal and I'll continue to. So verbal you want, that is that. But for me, they all played stinky today. But I just wanted to speak about the captain. We can speak about Rice if they want to, just get onto Rice because he's an Arsenal player. I'm not saying you are, but if that's what you want to do, then by all means, sweet. But I just want to look at Kane. I'm looking at these players that are going to win us the tournament, bro. I'm looking at them and what they can do more. Because like you said, bro, these games, ultimately in the Euros, how many games do you play? What, 8? Is it like 8 in total, maybe? You play 3 group stage games, then it's round of 16, quarters, semis, and the final. So ultimately, we play like 7 games, bro. So it's not like you have all this time to fix things. We need it here and now. Game 2 is important, and we were worse than we were in game 1. So I'm looking at these top players, these players that are going to need to step up for us in the coming games to do more. And if Kane continues to just come in lackluster, this and that, we might as well just go with Watkins and completely switch up the team, bro. Imagine
all season long, we had to hear Harry Kane, he was so unlucky. How can we blame him? He scored 40-something goals and he got 1 touch in the box. 1 touch in the box. And you want to talk about Saka? Please allow the
ball to get the ball into the box.
Please allow.
Stop trying to alleviate.
Bro, it is crazy. How can you? How can we talk about?
I hear what Gunali and Casey are saying, innit? Arsenal aren't the standard. I'll be honest. For me, Arsenal.
Thank you very much. Don't use Arsenal as the standard.
There is players that have been doing it for longer there that should be held accountable. First of all, Harry Kane. Now, I don't want to make comparisons because they're not on the same level, but I watched Ronaldo a few days ago, and I'm watching Kane today. Ronaldo made 1 run. Yeah, he's sitting on the back line, and brother is not fast no more. He ain't fast no more. He's old. Yeah, he made 1 run, and he got in behind. He didn't score, but these are the runs I'm expecting Kane to make. Yeah?
Ronaldo better than Kane. Ronaldo.
You see where you're missing something.
Let me land. Kane is getting older. Yeah. So he should be using his brain more. He can't physically get around the pitch like that anymore. You understand that? Let me land. Where he thrives is him in the box. Now today, I didn't see Kane in the box. I saw him for the goal with the 1 touch, but besides from that, I didn't see him in the box, and that's what I don't like Kane. Yeah.
Wait, let me ask you a question. How many times do you see the ball enter the box?
But I saw fucking Trippier trying to spam in crosses.
Corey, how
I
many
saw him
times?
spamming crosses.
Corey, please answer the question.
Ethan.
How many times? One sec, Casey. How many times?
Look, I never saw it much, but do you know why?
Corey,
Ethan?
one time you saw it in the
Why?
box.
Because why is a player gonna cross into the box when no one's in there?
Bro, that's.
I'll say this one now.
As a winger, your job is to beat your man, bring it down the line, probably down the byline, get a good, decent ball in.
That's what it should be. That's what it should be.
Why is the player?
Wait,
honestly, it's not. But Ethan, this isn't grassroots anymore. They look up and see. Yeah. These are professional players of the highest degree. They look up and see, and they see no one in the box. Now it is fundamental you recycle the ball if no one's in the box. That is it. So Corey, they will again recycle the ball because they found no one in the box. Kane is not in the box. If I'm seeing a striker in the box, my striker in the box, and I know what he's been doing in training, I watch him heading the goals, I watch him slap it bins, I watch him do all of that. I'm not going to. He's not in there.
Corey, I hear what you're saying. By the way, Ethan, can I just say, Kane can definitely get around still. By the way, I don't know about acting like Kane's 37. He's 31.
No, I'm not saying he can't.
Kane can definitely get around. Kane can definitely get around, and he doesn't just operate.
Monto, if Kane could get around, why the hell is he dropping back low when he can't make himself get in the box?
He can get around. Though. But I'm not saying.
Explain to me why Kane has dropped back, made the long ball, and still didn't make the box.
To be fair, today Kane didn't do too much of the play midfield thing today. To be fair, today he was just out the game.
What did he
today?
do?
He was just kind of non-existent in the game as a whole because Denmark outplayed us a lot. We spent a lot of today's game off the ball. Let's keep it a buck. So more time, it was Kane just jogging into position and ghosting throughout the game. I understand the general point of Harry Kane coming deep and not getting the ball, and whatever. But Kane can get around. We're just making excuses. And I agree with the Ronaldo thing. Ronaldo was here, there, everywhere, trying to make a run. I saw Ronaldo trying to do things all the time. He was a nuisance all the time.
How many goals has Ronaldo scored?
Years of age.
He doesn't.
Corey, how many goals has Ronaldo scored?
What, this tournament? He has scored this tournament.
I don't know.
But the point is, I'll be honest, I'm taking Ronaldo right now over what I'm seeing from Kane. But my thing is, but Ethan, I also hear what you're saying is that Ethan, I also hear what you're saying that the service doesn't come to Kane in the box because again, England, but we're not keeping possession outside the box. We're not swinging the ball left to right outside opposition boxes. We're not doing that.
The point I was trying to make to Corey and you guys is that, bro, if it was a thing where Saka's beating his man, pointing into dangerous areas, and Kane's not there, then fair enough. But I promise you, I couldn't tell you how many times the ball went into dangerous areas. I
can tell you 3 times right now where Saka went down the right hand side, crossed the ball in. One of them was quite loopy to the back post. One of them was
the other one hit the lead. The other one hit the first man.
Yeah, I was about to say, and then the other one, and I remember another one. So my point is that
in your defense, Kane wasn't there though. That time he wasn't.
That's my point. So, and the other part of it, the other part of it is exactly what happens for Arsenal. The issue that England are having is that there's nobody on the left-hand side. So England know, you know what? I can put 3 man double up on him. And bro, what is he meant to do? He's not Houdini. He's not Messi. Nobody says that he's Messi, that he can get past bloody every single player. He can only do so much with the tools that are in front of him. The tools that are in front of him, bro, he's having to do 2 months work. So when I look at someone like Harry Kane, he should be a clear option in the box, and he's not. And everybody keeps making out like, oh, I'm coming with agendas. I'm coming with the same arguments that everybody's been talking about this whole bloody this whole season. The same way and again, it's so funny that Monty's talking about how Harry Kane this, Harry Kane that, all of these little defensive tactics. But when it comes to Jesus, I remember one game, and this is where this guy is nasty. This is why Monts, me and Monts have
No,
doing exactly the same thing.
You didn't watch You didn't watch last week's England game because after last week's England game, I said they killed my boy Gabby Jesus for this shit.
Thank you very much.
So
and that's why everybody keeps making out that I'm coming. I'm just talking with the same agendas that everybody's been talking about all season. They're constantly saying, Arsenal fans, we put these players on pedestals and they ain't done they ain't done shit to put them. So why are we talking about them? So why is now Rice the person that you want to come and save you? Why is it that Saka's when we shouldn't be talking about these players in the pedestal? It's the Fodens that you put on those levels. That Foden's clear of Saka, right? Harry Kane is his world beater. So now talk about them when you need them in these moments. Don't talk about the Arsenal players that are the ones you've been beating all season, saying that they're overrated. Don't talk about them.
All right. Listen, Lee, I hear what you're saying. Me personally, I can't agree with some of those statements because of the pedestal that Rice and Saka gets put on. For me, like the pedestals they get put on is a similar barometer as the way people are going on about what these guys do. My issue, Lee, is that again with players that I said Jesus does get crucified for these things, but Jesus scored less goals than John Duran this season, and while Kane is breaking records in Germany. So at the end of the day, there is a difference. There is a difference there. I would put that there is a difference. The other thing I would say, the other thing that annoys me, and I said, guys, make sure we're smashing the like button because we're going to close out in a second. We're on 91 likes, got 9 likes to 100 likes, so let's get there while I say what I'm going to say. I watched Portugal play Czech Republic. I thought I was watching England at times. I watched France. Who did France play? Oh my days, who did France play? Who was it that France played? Who was France's first game? Mbappe broke his nose.
Austria.
Yeah, I watched France play Austria. I promise you, I thought I was watching England. All these big nations, aside from Germany, are looking shit. Apart from Spain, I say Spain and Germany done their thing. But the France and the Portugals, who have similar, who their squads are just as stacked, if not more than England, are looking shit. This is why I need England to step up, because we can actually leave with something, fam. Because I'm seeing certain nations look fucking shit.
But you see the differences, Mons, yeah? Even look at Portugal. Yeah, they didn't look too great. They struggled. They got the win in the end. Man brought on Pedro Neto. Look at that kind of game changer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You brought on flipping
we have that though. We have Cole Palmer. But
he's not getting touched.
Again, but apparently it's not a Southgate thing. It's a players thing. So it's a players thing.
Boy. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, listen, I don't know if it's a curse. We've seen Rooney and these men not pull their weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, innit? I've seen England teams doing up Gerrard to Andy Carroll, fam. 34-year-old Gerrard to Andy Carroll, bro. I've seen it. We've seen it all. I don't know anymore, innit? But like, this is one of England's worst. Would you say, Corey?
I think there's obviously it should be world renowned now that they miss Rashford a lot. I think he
don't just Corey. Don't just say Rashford, bro. Say the jugular, bro.
I would and Sterling. I'll be real.
So stop. Yeah, we're not doing the tribalism thing today, bro.
I think
Sterling.
Yeah, I think for me, this midfield / attack, because when you watch the game today, and the commentators were saying it as well, the attackers started going up, and I'm watching Trent and Rice sit. Now, everyone in that side is a Premier League player, or play to the highest degree. Some of these defenders, and especially, I'm sorry to say, yeah, because we were quick to buzz Rasmus. And
why did
not a lot of. Let me finish. Let me finish. We're quick to buzz Rasmus, saying Rasmus is shit. I didn't even know the other striker that was playing with my man. These defenders don't need 2 midfielders sitting in front to protect them. They don't need that. You've got John Stones that literally is, as Guna Lee said, one of the best defenders to go into midfield type of plays that we've ever seen in England. He doesn't need that. He doesn't need defending. You've got Carl Walker. That man. Maybe Man City fans are not waxing lyrical about him now, but Carl Walker, that was fucking the second coming of Jesus at one stage. Man, just wanted to play him defense because he was that good in centre back because he was that good. Yeah, like you've got Trippier, remontada, Newcastle Trippier, Captain Trippier.
Boy.
Guy, I can't like Guy.
Who's to blame? Negative football.
Yeah,
Two midfielders.
What you call it?
No, but I was because I was just told. Well, why are we saying the defense doesn't? We don't need two midfielders. I just heard that Rice isn't a lone six, and we hung him out to dry today.
This guy is not. This guy's not a six. I'm convinced he's not a six.
Hearing it.
Not tell me the brother's a six. He's not. I don't want to
hear
that.
And you know what?
Now he's not a six. Now he's not a six.
There's two parts to it. I do think the system for Arsenal does
tell me otherwise.
The system for Arsenal does save him, but I will also say I do think that we do look at him, and you've seen him. He's played majority of the season in the 8. So I think we are looking at a guy that is clearly he is not a 6. He can do a job there, but he is not a 6. And that's fine. But we can also.
He's a defensive-minded 8. He's a defensive-minded 8 because if he's not a 6, he's a defensive-minded 8. And I don't know. So why did you pay 100 million for a defensive-minded 8?
No, he's not a 6. And also, like.
Lee, I think Ryan is a very good 6 in my opinion.
He is a 6, but he's
a very Rice is a top. He's a top 6 in my opinion.
He's a 6 that played 8.
I watched this 6. I watched the 6 play at my rival club for about 4 or 5 years, and I was seeing magic in Fabinho. I was watching magic. Now Declan Rice ain't that to me, but he has the qualities for an 8. He ain't got the qualities for me as a 6. I'll be honest.
But Corey, when I was seeing him in the 6, man was saying we should have paid. Corey, man, I'm just saying, man was saying we had to pay 150 M's.
Montel, I don't want to talk about the price tag thing. I don't want to talk about the price tag thing with Declan Rice. He's playing for England right now. Yeah, but then I have to also look at his passing capability, and for me, especially through these last 2 games, and sometimes during the Arsenal season. We didn't see the forward passing. Let's have it right. We didn't see the forward passing.
I don't get what we're trying to say here. Rice has played the majority of the time. Even Arteta's realized he's not a 6. He can do a job there. Partake. No, but he's all
now he's not a 6 guy.
He's not a 6. The majority of his games he's played in the 8. I don't actually get what your point is, bro. Like he's played the majority of the games in the 8.
Is Partey going to be at your club next season?
No, but have you not seen the news? Arsenal are looking to get a 6, bro.
You're gonna buy a 6.
Yeah, Arsenal are looking to get a 6, bro. We're looking to get a 6 or an 8. So, bro, the perfect player is like
6 or an 8.
That's what Onana was saying.
No, because
they want to get Bruno Guimaraes. But
there you go. Because they can dovetail. That's what they're trying to do. That's what he's trying to do, bro. He's not he can do a job there because he's so good. He can do a job there, but you're right. The progressive passing, the thing that separates Partey is he can play those balls forward. But he's got a connectivity with Odegaard. He can play those balls forward, whether it's a diagonal, whether it's a line splitting pass to the forwards or whatever it is. Bro, he's not. Like for me, look, it is what it is, man. I just think. That's the least of England's problems. I think.
I agree.
I think Saka's probably more of a problem. I think Foden's more of a problem. I think Harry Kane's more of a problem. I think the partner next to Declan Rice with bloody Trent is more of a problem. I think the left back is a huge problem that we haven't even spoken about. I think there's so many problems, bro. And you know what? You know the beautiful thing about all of it? There's all these problems, and James Maddison's not the solution to any of them. That's the beautiful thing. That's the beautiful thing.
Neither Ben White.
That is the beautiful thing about all of it. We've got all these issues. And Tottenham's best player is definitely not the solution. That's what we know.
Lee, I do have one last question. I have one last question to just. This one's for you, Lee, and I just wanted to. And KJ's just come with a real bomb. You might even call it the Ornstein bomb. He says, if Rodri's not if Rice isn't a 6, why does he get compared to Rodri, who's a 6?
I'll tell you why. Because they both have played centre back. They both play centre back for certain teams. They both play 6 at a high level at their clubs, and they both can get goal winning goals, big game winning goals. Sorry, so that's the reason why, bro. If you look at it, that's the reason why. You ain't got shit, bro. Fuck that fat pick as well. Get him off.
We got him.
You ain't got nothing, bro. The guy is good, bro. What do you want me to say?
Got him. We fucking got him.
Fans are too flip flop.
When Arsenal get a 60, when Arsenal get a new 60,
Soft. Overrated. Pretty boy. A bitch.
Listen, I just want to know why did Declan Rice get player of the season shouts all season? There's clearly something that's helping him. It's the system. The system's helping him.
Lee, you got to end the stream, innit? But all I'm saying is that I think that's just a very good question. If Rice is,
you know what they say though. You know what they say. Some questions don't need.
Why did he get compared directly to Rodri,
bro? Because he's that good. He's that good when he plays in those positions, bro. But he's not a 6 overall, bro. He's not.
Lads, Monopoly. Anyway, lads, we're gonna
can run it.
We're gonna big up everyone in the chat, man. This is a good match reaction, man. It's a good match reaction. Make sure that you guys are subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for 9.7K. Let's keep moving forward with the channel. Make sure you're smashing the like button. I believe we're on 101 likes, so we did get to 100 like total. Make sure you drop a comment on who you thought had the worst performance. Big up Ed, big up Dan, big up Foxy, big up NSOJ, Assad, TBG, JD as well, Andrew, everyone in the house with you lot done bits today in the chat, man. It's been a great stream. England suck. Let's go watch some real football in Spain, innit? Take care, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.